Hi my dear friends, welcome to Venus EduTech. In the last class we studied the formula to find the zeros and coefficients of a cubic polynomial, right? So in this class we will do an example based on that formula. So let's get into the video. This is an example question from our textbook. So the question is to verify that 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial p of x, which is equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3, and then verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. And we know the cubic polynomial, right? A cubic polynomial is always of the form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Is it? Where a, b, c, d are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. And comparing this equation with this formula, we will get the value of a as ax cube, 3x cube. So a as 3. B as bx square minus 5x square. That means b as minus 5. And the value of c as cx minus 11x. So c is minus 11. And the value of d is constant term, that is minus 3. So we got the values of a, b, c and d. Now we can check whether these three are zeros in this polynomial. How? By putting these three values in this p of x equation, that is p of x polynomial. So first we are putting x as plus 3. So p of 3 is equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3 is the equation. So 3 into x cube, we are putting x as 3. So 3 cube minus 5 into 3 square minus 11 into 3 minus 3. What is the value? 3 cube it is 27. 27 into 3 it is 81. 3 square 9. 9 into 5 45. So negative is there. So minus 45. Minus 11 into 3 it is minus 33 minus 3. So 81 minus 45. What is the answer? 36. Minus 33 minus 3 it is minus 36. So this get cancelled. The value is 0. That means one value of this equation is p of 3, that is x as 3. So 1 0 we got, and that 0 is plus 3. Now we can check the other two values by applying these two values in this equation. So first we put minus 1. P of minus 1 as 3 into x cube, that means minus 1 the whole cube, minus 5 into x square, minus 1 the whole square, minus 11 into minus 1, minus 3. Minus 1 the whole cube it is minus 1. Minus 1 into 3 it is minus 3. Minus 1 the whole square it is plus 1. So plus 1 into minus 5 it is minus 5. Minus 11 into minus 1 it is plus 11. Minus 3. So minus 3 minus 5 minus 8. Plus 11 minus 3 it is plus 8. So 8 get cancelled. The value is 0. So two zeros we got, that is plus 3 and minus 1. Next we can put the value of x as minus 1 by 3 in the given equation. So we can write p of minus 1 by 3. P of minus 1 by 3 is equal to 3 into x cube minus 1 by 3 the whole cube minus 5 into x square minus 1 by 3 the whole square minus 11 into minus 1 by 3 minus 3. So what is the value? Minus 1 by 3 the whole cube it is minus 1 by 27. So minus 1 by 27 minus 1 by 3 the whole square it is plus 1 by 9. So minus 5 into plus 1 by 9 minus 11 into minus 1 by 3, that is plus 11 by 3 minus 3. So here 3 and 27 get cancelled. So minus 1 by 9 minus 5 by 9 plus 11 by 3 minus 3. So minus 1 minus 5 it is minus 6. Minus 6 by 9 plus 11 by 3 minus 3. And what is the value? Minus 6 by 9 which can be cancelled, right? So minus 6 by 9 which can be written as minus 2 by 3 plus 11 by 3 minus 3. Minus 2 plus 11 it is 9. 9 by 3 minus 3. 9 by 3 it is 3. 3 minus 3 it is 0. That means these three values are the zeros of this given polynomial. So first step is over. Remember, this question is not for your exam point of view, but to understand the concept of a cubic polynomial, how to find it using the formulas. Okay, so first we verified that these three are the zeros of this particular polynomial. So we verified that these three are the zeros of this p of x equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. Now we are putting, we know the zeros of a cubic polynomial is alpha, beta, gamma, right? So we put alpha as plus 3, beta as minus 1 and gamma as minus 1 by 3. And we know the formula. What are the formulas of a cubic polynomial? To find the sum of the zeros, we have two formulas. That is alpha plus beta plus gamma, which is equal to 3 plus minus 1 plus minus 1 by 3, which is equal to 3 minus 1, it is plus 2 minus 1 by 3. That is 6 minus 1, it is 5 by 3. So this 5 by 3 can be written as minus of minus 5 by 3, right? That is minus minus means plus. So this plus 5 by 3 can be written as negative of minus 5 by 3. Why? Because to get in a form which we studied in our formula, that is negative of coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x cube. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is nothing but coefficient, negative of coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x cube. And what about alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha? This is also the formula to find the sum of the zeros of a cubic polynomial, right? So alpha beta 3 into minus 1 plus beta gamma minus 1 into minus 1 by 3 plus gamma alpha, that is minus 1 by 3 into 3. So what is the answer? Minus 3 plus 1 by 3 minus 1. So minus 3 minus 1, it is minus 4 plus 1 by 3, which is minus 12 plus 1, that is minus 11 by 3, and which is nothing but coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x cube. So we got the sum of the zeros as alpha plus beta plus gamma, which is nothing but negative of coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x cube. And alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to minus 11 by 3, that is coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x cube. And what about product of the zeros? How to find the product of the zeros of a cubic polynomial? Which formula? Alpha, beta, gamma, right? Multiplying these three zeros. That is alpha, beta, gamma is equal to 3 into minus 1 into minus 1 by 3. 3 get cancelled. Minus minus becomes plus. So plus 1, which can be written as negative of minus 3 by 3. Why we write like that? Minus of minus 3 by 3 means 3 get cancelled, minus minus becomes plus. So the answer is plus 1, which we rewritten as minus of minus 3 by 3. Why? To get the form negative of constant term divided by coefficient of x cube. So understood? This is not for your exam. This will not ask in your exam, but to understand the cubic polynomial. The quadratic polynomial, its formulas are very important, but in case of cubic polynomial, you just understand the basic concepts and its formulas. So this question is from our textbook, exercise 2.2, page number 33. The question is to find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. And the first polynomial is x square minus 2x minus 8. This x square minus 2x minus 8 can be written as minus 2x minus 8, x square minus 2x minus 8. That means when we do sum, we have to get minus 2, and when we do multiplication, we have to get minus 8. So which are the two values? Minus 4 and plus 2. So that minus 4 plus 2, it is minus 2, and when we multiply minus 4 into plus 2, it is minus 8. So the values are minus 4 and 2. So x square minus 2x minus 8 can be written as x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. Got it? So minus 4x plus 2x is minus 2x, and minus 4 into plus 2, it is minus 8. So taking the common term x, so that x minus 4 plus taking the common term from these two values, so that plus 2 into x minus 4. So we will get x minus 4 as common term or common value x minus 4, and the other term is x plus 2. So x minus 4, this polynomial x square minus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0 only when x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So if x minus 4 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to plus 4. And if x plus 2 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to minus 2. So the zeros of this given polynomial are 4 and minus 2. Now we can verify their relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So zeros we know how to find in case of a quadratic polynomial. Yes, alpha plus beta. And here alpha is 4 and beta is minus 2. 4 plus minus 2 it is plus 2. Which can be written as minus of minus 2. Because minus of minus 2 it is plus 2. So this again can be written as minus of minus 2 divided by 1, right? And this minus 2 is nothing but negative of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square here it is 1. And what about product of these zeros? Alpha into beta, it is 4 into minus 2 which is equal to minus 8, which can be written as minus 8 divided by 1, which is nothing but c by a, that is constant term divided by 1. It is coefficient of x square. This is negative of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. And what about this one? Constant term divided by coefficient of x square. And again coefficient, negative of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square, which is minus b by a, and constant term divided by coefficient of x square, it is c by a. Understood? Next question, 4s square minus 4s plus 1. 4s square minus 4s plus 1. So when we do sum, we have to get minus 4, and when we do multiplication, we have to get 1 into 4, that is plus 4. So which are the values? Minus 2, right? That is minus 2 minus 2. When we do addition, minus 2 plus minus 2, we will get minus 4, this middle term. And when we do multiplication, minus 2 into minus 2, we will get plus 4. This value, that is 1 into 4. So we can take the values as minus 2 and minus 2. So how we can rewrite this equation, 4s square minus 4s plus 1? How we can rewrite this equation? 4s square minus 2s plus 1, because minus 2s it is minus 4s. Now taking the common terms, 4s square minus 2s is common, then 2s minus 1, here taking minus 1, so that we will get 2s minus 1. So the common terms are 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1. So from here we can say that this polynomial is equal to 0 only when 2s minus 1 is equal to 0, or this value, the same value, 2s minus 1 is equal to 0. Here 2s minus 1 is equal to 0 implies s is equal to plus 1 by 2. And here 2s minus 1 is equal to 0 implies s is equal to plus 1 by 2. So we got the value of s. That means the 0 of this given polynomial is 1 by 2. Zeros are 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Now we can check alpha plus beta, sum of the zeros is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 2 by 2, which is equal to 1, right? But we have to get minus b by a form. So we can write this 2 by 2 as minus of minus 4 by 4. Why? Because in order to get the form coefficient of x, negative of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So here negative of coefficient of x, it is minus 4, and divided by coefficient of x square. Here coefficient of x square is 4. So we got minus of minus 4 by 4. Why we have rewritten this 2 by 2? Because 2 by 2 it is 1. Minus of minus 4 by 4 is also 1. But we have to get in the form minus b by a, or minus of coefficient of s divided by coefficient of s square. And what about alpha into beta? 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 4. This 1 by 4 is c by a, that is constant term divided by coefficient of s square. So in the last step you have to write hence verified. Okay, next question, 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. Here the equation given is not in the standard form of a quadratic polynomial. So first you have to write this polynomial in the standard form. What is the standard form? ax square plus bx plus c. That means first x square term, then next term, then constant term. So here this 6x square minus 3 minus 7x can be rewritten as 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Now we can find the values of x. So when we do addition, we have to get minus 7, and when we do multiplication, we have to get the value of 6 into minus 3, which is equal to minus 18. So which are the two numbers? Minus 9 and 2. Why minus 9 and 2? Because when we do addition, minus 9 plus 2, we will get this middle term minus 7, and when we do multiplication, that is minus 9 into 2, we will get minus 18, that is this value. So the numbers are minus 9 and plus 2. Now we can rewrite this equation. We got the two values and we can apply in this equation. So 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3, because minus 9x plus 2x is minus 7x. Now taking the common terms, taking 3x, so that we will get 2x minus 3, right? Plus from here, no common term, so plus 1 into 2x minus 3. That means 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, or 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. 2x minus 3 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to plus 3 by 2. And 3x plus 1 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to minus 1 by 3. So we got the values of x as 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. So we got the zeros of this polynomial. Now we can check alpha plus beta. Sum of the zeros, 3 by 2 plus minus 1 by 3. Taking the LCM, so 3 3s are 9. Plus minus 1 into 2, it is minus 2 by 6. So it is 7 by 6, which is equal to 7 by 6 can be written as negative of negative 7 by 6, because minus of minus it is plus. Why we have written like this? Because in order to get the form minus b by a, that is minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. And what about product alpha beta, product of the zeros? 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3. 3 get cancelled, we will get minus 1 by 2. And minus 1 by 2, which can be written as, we have to get in the form minus 3 by 6, right? Minus 3 by 6 itself is minus 1 by 2. So we can write this as minus 3 by 6. And this minus 3 is constant term divided by 6. It is coefficient of x square. So minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 6, it is minus 1 by 2. And we have written in this form in order to get c by a form. Right? So hence, last you have to write hence verified. There are 3 more questions in your textbook, that is 4u square plus 8u, t square minus 15, 3x square minus x minus 4. Do it in the similar way that we have did just before, and we can go to another kind of question from our textbook. Now we can move on to the next type of question, the same exercise 2.2, page number 33. Find a quadratic polynomial each with the given numbers as the sum and product of its zeros respectively. So here we have to find a quadratic polynomial. We know the sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros. From that we have to find the quadratic polynomial. Okay. So the sum of the zeros for a quadratic polynomial, the sum is alpha plus beta and product it is alpha beta. So here alpha plus beta it is given as 1 by 4 and alpha beta it is given as minus 1. And we know that for a quadratic polynomial it should be of the form x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. This is very important. This is the quadratic polynomial form in terms of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. So we can form the equation based on this form, that is x square minus of alpha plus beta it is 1 by 4. 1 by 4x plus alpha beta it is minus 1. So we can remove this denominator so that we will get 4x square minus x plus 4. So this is not plus 4, this is minus 4 because it is minus 1. So minus 4. So the required quadratic polynomial is 4x square minus x minus 4. Next it is root 2 and 1 by 3. That means the sum of the zeros is alpha plus beta. It is root 2 and alpha beta it is 1 by 3. So the equation is of the form x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta, which is equal to x square minus alpha plus beta, it is root 2 into x plus alpha beta it is 1 by 3. Now we have to remove the denominator term, so that we will get, by taking the LCM, 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. So the required quadratic polynomials are formed as 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. Understood? Next one, 0 and root 5. That means the sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta, it is 0 and alpha beta, it is equal to root 5. So we can form the quadratic polynomial. How? Using this equation, x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta, which is equal to x square minus alpha plus beta, it is 0 into x plus alpha beta, it is root 5. And we know that 0 into any number or any terms, it is 0. So we will get x square plus root 5 as the final answer. Based on the same procedure, you do these 3 questions, that is 1 1, minus 1 by 4, 1 by 4 and 4 1. So there are total of 6 questions I have given to you as homework. Do it by yourself. We will discuss the solutions in the next class. If you find my teaching informative and useful, share the videos with your friends who are preparing for class 10 board exams. Also, don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon as well to get notification of my latest videos. See you in the next video. Till then, have a good day and thank you.